Hi, this is Blade Brisky doing our Week 10 observation from 800 William C. Leary Lane. This week, I started my observation on Tuesday, the 22nd of March. Our beginning temperature started about uh, a max of 47 degrees, and it kind of went down to about 14 degrees. Second day, we had a higher temperature of 58 degrees Fahrenheit, moving on down to 27.7 degrees Fahrenheit. My left and right probe pretty much stayed consistently. There was some difference. I did notice one day that it did fall over, so one of the days might have been a little bit altered. Day 3 was 53.4 degrees Fahrenheit and a low around 25.5 to 25.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Day 4 moved around 48.9 degrees Fahrenheit down to 15.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Day 5 was 47.0 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 14 degrees Fahrenheit. On my observation day on Saturday the 26th of March, we had a current temperature of 44.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 6.8 degrees Celsius. This is a little bit different on the right probe. The barometric pressure for that day was 29.4 degrees inches of mercury or 995 millibars. The wind Beaufort scale was around a 1. It was pretty minimal. I didn't really see much. The trees were barely moving, so that's why I rated it a 1. And with my compass direction, it was moving towards the north. We did have a little bit more cloud cover on Saturday compared to the rest of the week. It was actually pretty sunny. So I rated it about a half with stratocumulus cloud. It did snow when I was doing this observation. It was very brief and didn't really stick, but it was a light snow. So moving on, this is going to be our air temperature compared to the NWS website. As you can see, my weather observation was higher than the NWS at the airport down off Airport Way. I just expected, I guess, because mine is a little bit higher up and it's just a different location, but I would agree that my numbers were pretty accurate because it was pretty warm throughout the week, and these numbers reflect that. So the first day you can see that mine was around 55 degrees Fahrenheit, while the NWS was only about 37 around 40. My minimum though was relatively closer to the NWS website, around 14 degrees Fahrenheit on the first day. And as we keep going on, as you see, our average temperature was more similar to the NWS, but it's expected to have different temperatures at different locations throughout the city of Fairbanks. So yeah, just moving on to day 2. It moves on to about 56 degrees Fahrenheit. It was a relatively warm week, and we ended out on to Saturday, March 26th, around 47 degrees Fahrenheit, which got more closer to the NWS around 42. And we're moving on to the barometric pressures of the week. My initial temperature was around, or barometric pressure was around 1002 millibars, pretty similar to the NWS, which was around 1005 millibars. And we keep moving down. It was decreasing over the week slightly, but it was happening. The next day was around 996 millibars. That stayed consistent through Wednesday and Thursday. Still a little bit lower than the National Weather Site, but it's expected. They stayed around 1006 and 1007. And around Friday and Saturday, they dropped another barometric pressure around 995 for Friday and Saturday, which is pretty similar to the drops in barometric pressure at the NWS location. So as we move on to the weather chart of the state of Alaska, as you can see here, the low pressure is more towards the south. We did have snow on the outer brims of Alaska, but not hitting the interior yet. We did have higher over here, high pressures circulating. And we move on to Wednesday, March 23rd. These low pressures are starting to move more northern, and so that's going to be expected. Our barometric pressure continued to slightly drop over the week. Move on to Thursday, March 24th. This cloud cover was I did notice over the week It was pretty sunny around Tuesday, Wednesday. Was becoming a little bit more cloud cover, around a quarter to a half. And you can see the low pressure is continually moving more north. We're going to move on to Friday, March 25th. You have that cloud cover and you see the snow here. It is happening. We did have a little bit of light snowfall on Friday as well as Saturday. The low pressure is staying more interior now. And it's another low pressure gust is coming up from the south, going north as well. And our final day of observation was going to be Saturday, March 26th. We did have a lot of cloud cover that day. I rated it about a half. We have that low pressure still staying around here, and we have the snow kind of moving away. And I did have a little, on my observation time, we did have a little light snow that day. And so that is going to be my week's observation for ATM 101 week 10. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me. Thank you.